Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our latest live stream. Where today we're going to be talking all about video games. Everyone's favorite, everyone's worst. In this two-part stream, there's part two is coming next week, where we're going to have two guests who haven't been on in a while because they don't like me. But yeah, so we were talking about backstage. So I'm just gonna go back to this, guys, because what we were talking about, Destiny, okay, and the Activision buyout. Um, so for those of you who don't know, Destiny is a FPS like first person shooter set in the far distant future. With a big giant white ball that's magic and aliens and all weird shenanigans. FPS here is a huge big fan of Destiny, right? So FPS, you want to take us away talking about Destiny?
Damn, I hate being put on the spot like that. Okay, yeah, sure.
Sorry.
You're fine. I mean, I've been playing Destiny for the past 8 or 9 years now. It's consumed a good majority of my life. I've been playing it since I was 16. I'm about to be 26 next month. So, I mean, to give you some perspective, I've pretty much played it almost every single day of my life, and it's been pretty fun. It's like it was saying, it's placed off in the far distant future. You're risen by the Traveler, who's this immense being of light, and that's quite literally all we fucking know about it. They're super vague in their lore descriptions unless it's something insignificant and tiny like Thrall and Knights, Dregs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a very lovely and fantastical game. It gives me very much like low-key Star Wars vibes.
It does. Now, we're talking about, sadly, the sad passing of one of the voice actors, Lance. I can't remember his last name. Reddick, is it?
Lance Reddick.
Reddick. Thank you. Yeah. Uggs Meyer. Oh, I just want to say hi to the chat. Hi, John DeMarco. The Clumsy Jedi, who, by the way, I love your name. Fucking fantastic. Also, sit for the win. My cousin Meyer Kitty. There's this thing. Oh my god, can't believe anyone listens to it. Raquel. If anyone sees her, make sure that she gets banned, okay?
Hey!
Oh, hey, there she is.
I'm gonna throw a brick at you, Potato.
And then we've got Tony Nasser. Hey, man. So, yeah, Destiny has a really weird backstory because it had this big, huge, engulfing story that it was forced to scrap. Then Bungie got sold. Bungie went independent. Then it got sold. Then it was bought by Activision, and then it's been sold again.
No, they went independent.
Yeah. But yeah,
they
went independent.
They're partnered with PlayStation. Keyword is partnered.
Brilliant. Yeah, well, partnered is a good thing. Partnered isn't owned. But my question is, now that, because the stuff that they're putting out is the end of them being forced into a thing, where would you guys like to see them go now that they are in a way free?
I honestly don't know where Bungie could really go from here, because I kind of personally, I was excited for the original Destiny, but at the time, people I was friends with at the time, they actually said that they actually were kind of not impressed by Destiny's beta, and I played, and I just kind of brushed it off for a while.
Bare bones, extremely bare bones.
Yes, oh yeah, it was.
Compared to now, I mean, now it's absolutely fantastic. They've got seasons, they've got rolling content.
The sandbox is better.
Yeah, my only complaint, and this really does bug me because I put so much money into this. I've bought every DLC that Destiny has put out, okay? And the fact that they're vaulting the DLC means that the stuff I have paid for, I feel like I've wasted my money.
I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people who pretty much tried Destiny and just felt kind of betrayed. Heck, I
Yeah.
probably bet people felt betrayed during the very first game. They felt like, oh wait, there's DLC with this. This is when like DLC was really trying to like mess with us, and then it's sort of like furthered into the whole thing with the whole live service kind of debacles with
Yeah.
a lot of games.
So
No,
I
go
think-
ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. My apologies. But I would say that if anybody here has ever played like something like World of Warcraft, which is a more live service game, like I would say Destiny's more. I mean, it's evolved into a live service game. I don't think it really knew what it wanted to be for a while. About I think they also didn't understand how they were going to continue to produce content, because I believe that Bungie wanted to make this really expensive game, and Activision was about to put up the foot with it when they weren't producing Activision levels of quality, is what I'm going to say loosely. And that doesn't mean that Activision's level of quality is anything good either, but to kind of put it in perspective, they didn't really know what they wanted to be for time, and I think the only way they figured out that they could pay the bills and keep the fucking lights on was to transition to a live service. Similar to things like World of Warcraft, the only difference I would say that's different between things like World of Warcraft and Destiny is that because Warcraft has larger servers and can keep up with their active online player count and has pieces of content that don't really age the same way Destiny content does, they are unfortunately forced to vault content due to the fact that if it's not getting played, then why are we have it here? Because honestly, we can't afford the space for it on the servers, and that's genuinely what it comes down to at the end of the day. But I mean, at the same time, I think when they unvault stuff, they should make it discounted for those players who've paid for previous DLC in the past.
No, you don't even need to like bring it all back, because at this stage the story's far too different than what it was with those 3 DLCs. Do you get me? Hey Dalek, your StreamYard's link is in your Twitter DMs. Can just hop right on in. So what they could do, right, is they could have your Guardian like have a memory and have your character like flashback play. But the thing is, you could get given, I don't know, a box or something from a character who you don't know, but just a friend you met along the way, who gives you exclusive gear from each of the DLCs that is registered to your account that's been vaulted. That would be something, at least a recognition that we understand that you did this, so you've been there.
Well, I know that like if you've ever bothered to keep engrams for that long, I guess. But like when you have like excess engrams from previous DLCs, right? Sometimes they don't always decrypt themselves, so you can quite literally keep them as engrams and you can de-engram them later. But I mean, like, and then you can get your loot from the future. But even now, like, they're pretty good about making most of the loot relatively accessible. I mean, I think it's vaulted right now is the actual Mars destination. Titan.
Mars Mercury is gone.
Mercury is a lighthouse destination now.
Yeah.
Arizona destination.
On a side note, giving somebody something for being invested is actually a good idea. It's worked in the past. Back when Nintendo first started the 3DS, they less than a year they came out with the 3DS XL, and it was cheaper than the original 3DS. So everybody that had their serial numbers and their receipts from the original one could go online, and they gave us a bunch of free downloads and stuff for having that. So I mean, it does. In fact, that's the only way Game Boy Advanced games made it on in any capacity to the 3DS, is because you could get them if you had bought the 3DS early. I went out and bought mine on day one and learned better. Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, loyalty is always good to it's always good to pay back loyalty.
Dude, I'll send you the link. Yeah. It'll send it to your DMs. Copy. So, yeah, but Jess, you were talking about stuff to backstage to do with some video games. You want to bring it up? What you were saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Elder Scrolls 6 release, which is still in pre-production at the moment. The decision that I've seen and heard a lot about is that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be PC and Xbox only, which is to me ridiculous because PlayStation has a huge Elder Scrolls base. Me being one of them, I own Elder Scrolls 5, and I don't think it's a good business idea to cut out that much of the audience or the customer base by saying, no, we're not going to go on PlayStation this time. It's just going to be PC and Xbox. I just don't agree with that. That's all.
Yeah. But Jeff, what
I
about
don't-
you?
Yeah, well, yeah. Back to what Jeff said there. I'm pretty sure, and it's kind of transition to what I'm about to talk about. But the whole thing is, yeah, they think that all the Xbox fanboys are probably screaming, "Ha ha! Look at you, Sony ponies! You ain't getting any good games anymore. We're the real gamers. We're getting all the good shit now." Like, but
Yeah, that would be a really stupid way to start thinking.
Yeah.
yeah, but
I-
fanboys have been like that.
Let-
Fanboys are like that all the time.
Yeah, timed exclusives I can see, put it on our own platform first and then release it about 6 months down the line. So they get 2 opening days. They get that big influx of money. Then they get a bigger influx of money. I mean, I can see that, but completely shutting out PlayStation is a mistake.
Bounty Hunter, it's in your it's in your Discord DMs. But go ahead.
No, I mean, I own all 3 consoles, and I personally think it's a really dumb idea. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, like, Jeff, I actually really do enjoy playing on my PlayStation more than anything else. I spent years playing on my Xbox, and I really enjoy playing on my PlayStation more. But I'm also in the final process of finishing on my PC, and I'm going to be playing on that a lot, too. So, I mean, like, I think it's kind of really weird to just alienate a third of your audience just for the sake of, I guess, like trying to bait people into buying either Xboxes or PCs.
Yeah,
But from like that actually annoyed me. It's one of the reasons why I got a PlayStation and literally left the Xbox.
Sorry, that's my
okay.
dog. That's my dog.
Aw.
So
I thought for a second that was your wife going weak.
no,
Ah,
she stormed out of the apartment, but
No, but
I
yeah,
just
it's-
I have no problem with people gaming on PC and Xbox. That's totally fine, but I don't
yeah.
agree with alienating a third of the fan base, like FPS said. That's a stupid business
speaking
decision.
about Xbox,
It doesn't make
weirdly
any
enough.
sense whatsoever from a business
There's
standpoint.
an odd demand for an Xbox exclusive for it to be brought over to the PlayStation. Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves.
Yeah, and heck, I mean, it'd be interesting to see games like Halo, but we already know just like that. I mean, Xbox putting Halo on PlayStation is about as ridiculous as Nintendo putting any of their games on any other platform.
Yeah, that would go over so well. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, no, are you kidding me? Playing Mario in 4K? Bro.
Yeah, that's the
So-
whole thing.
Nintendo will catch up to 4K by the time somebody else comes out with something new.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, a lot of the PlayStation 5 right now is literally wrote down up to 8K. Although no one is making 8K at the minute,
That
they
seems
can
like
do
a
8K.
all for no reason.
Look, if you guys can't really get it, at least I'm glad that some games can. I've been playing like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I'm glad that you actually can prioritize frame rate over prioritizing performance. And I always have all the games set to it. I don't really care if the game is up, if the game's at a standard. Look, 60 FPS should just be the standard. I don't really care. I don't care about how big at least if it's at like 1080p at most, I'm perfectly fine with that. All I really care about is that the game runs smooth.
I mean, no,
Gotcha.
I understand Mario in 4K low key would be actually kind of fire. Like that would be kind of
So-
lit. Like imagine playing Mario Galaxy in 4K. That would be so fucking sick. But
I'm
like
gonna say
on another
something.
hand, like I'm perfectly fine with 1080p. I've been playing on 1080p for like the past 10 years.
Yeah,
Probably.
say something that sounds weird. Right, going back to Destiny, I'm after finding that hey, Bounty Hunter.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Wait,
Hey, Laszlo.
Yo,
Oh, there we go.
Good to see you, man. Animal Crossing VR Extreme Furry Sleepover.
Amazing.
Christian the Game VR.
Oh God, no.
Oh dear God.
Animal Crossing VR, imagine.
If you know, you know.
Oh, yeah. Animal Crossing 7. Fast Bear's Revenge.
But I'm finding that
Six
of
Nights at
late,
Freddy's.
Destiny is after running
7 Nights
Fucking-
of Furries.
hell of smooth, if you get me.
No, if you play on Destiny on PS5 or like on PC with like a pretty
That's
decent
what I'm saying.
that thing is probably one of the most beautiful games I've seen in the past like 5 years.
Yeah, and I'm welcoming
Next to,
to the
like,
panel.
Things
Everyone,
like Horizon Zero.
hey! I was going to do welcome for him.
I beat you the punch. I'm sorry.
You bitch. Hey, Dalek.
Welcome,
good to see you,
fellow
man.
Dalek.
Hey, Dalek.
Dalek panel Dalek, for those of you who haven't met him.
Good evening.
Yeah. He's currently dying. But but yeah, it's like I'm finding a lot of the games nowadays, like that used to be a little bit like clanky when they be running, are running really smooth. Including like weirdly of all GTA 5.
Yeah.
Like Raquel was in the plane with me, and like the controls are a little bit changed, and I ended up smashing my plane into like a warehouse or something like that before I got used to the controls again.
Yeah, that happens. But I would definitely say GTA 5 is definitely an improvement because I've downloaded it just to do a few little things, and I could tell that it was better than what I had on PS4 or other stuff for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm still playing on PS4. I'm sorry, guys. I can't afford these consoles. I got bills to pay. Heck, I had to sacrifice.
Oh, of course. Like,
That's fine, man.
Yeah, I had to sacrifice the money I was saving to buy a Nintendo Switch to fix the damn power steering on my car.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
That's a
had to
big
sell
deal.
Raquel's knees just to get a PS5.
What?
Raquel, I promise I'll get you. Yeah, your knees. I promise, Raquel, I'll get you new knees.
Yeah, you guys are sitting here bragging about your PS4s and PS5s.
Until then, you're gonna have to walk around like Cotton Hill.
Listen, we all know you had to pay Tom Nook a down payment to get those, though. Come on now. But-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone who had to buy a PlayStation 5 had to basically give a blood sacrifice to get it.
I
It was
had
very
to-
hard.
Unlike
I
a
was-
pleb like me who's still using
My
a
wife.
lowly PS4.
I had to lose a grandmother. So, is that sacrifice enough?
Yeah, that got dark, Revan.
That's pretty dark, buddy.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah.
No, it was inheritance.
I'm not saying I don't approve. I'm just saying it's pretty dark.
It just means you had
Yeah.
it just means you had to fry a couple potatoes that were close to him. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. You know, what's the odd family member every now and then. But speaking about games, have any of you heard about GameStop?
Oh
No.
gosh, they have had some terrible financial trouble recently.
Their stuff is overpriced.
How are they not dead?
Oh,
Heck,
Um,
even the Resident
I can
couldn't
answer
save
that.
them.
I can answer that
Yeah.
because where I'm at in Oklahoma and in North Texas, in Arkansas, Kansas, this area here, our infrastructure, our internet is not powerful enough for people to go all digital. So we still have to go. Hell, we've got 26 GameStops in my region.
Shit.
Yeah, they're
You're
all
about
over
to
the place
have-
here.
You're about to have no GameStops in your region. Because,
they file?
and I look at this shit. Well, I mean, this is bad, but I mean, they're leaving Ireland.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Well, you know they already made a bunch of cuts to their Australian branch.
Well, Australia doesn't exist. GameStop will no longer issue GameStop Pro loyalty memberships. They will cease sales of game protection, and customers are advised to use existing game protection if applicable as soon as possible.
Yeah. They
It will
also
stop-
said pre-orders as well, which is
Yeah.
one of their biggest business models.
GameStop
That's what they
will
make the
cease,
most money.
pre-ordering of upcoming items, and those who have pre-ordered are asked to present a receipt in store to receive a full refund if the deposit paid in cash in connection with their pre-order. Customers who have paid their deposit in connection with upcoming products using their in-store credit will be offered a discounted corresponding to their full trade. Like, they're in deep shit.
Yeah.
And they
They're
weren't
giving
in-
back their
they weren't-
rewards
and they weren't
points.
deep.
Yeah.
And they weren't deep in it before.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember being a part of that rewards program.
So that
I'm
came from
still
one
a
of
part
my
of it.
inside sources.
Yeah, well, my body is ready. Reggie Fils-Aimé did not help them much, it looks like. But
Yeah,
no,
I
I'm just
He didn't have a chance to. They
Yeah.
changed
Yeah.
management.
Yeah, they cut him out basically, but I'm just saying that there's just not there's not been a lot of good for them recently. But yeah.
No, they've been on life support for the last few years now. And I'm surprised why the heck
somehow they keep getting bailed out of going bankrupt. It just amazes me.
But that's
Because
what I don't get.
Their
I'm talking-
stock crashes so hard, and then little nerds like us get together with like 100 other nerds, and they're like, "Yo, let's just all fucking buy the rest of GameStop shares."
Oh yeah. And
Yeah,
then
we
there
bought-
were
we bought-
freaking congressional hearings about it.
Yeah, and so then their
Mhm.
stock rises again. They get saved. Investors lend them a little bit more money to survive a little longer, and then they keep going for a couple more years, and then they repeat the whole cycle all over again.
Yeah.
No,
well.
but
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's
Go
okay.
Hey, lovely Sherry, good to see you. How are you, BK Dan? The Burger Man?
Yeah. But no, it's really shocking that GameStop said they were going to stop pre-orders. Like, that's their main business model. That is the main thing they make money on.
Yeah, pre-orders and used games.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that pre-orders is going is very shocking in that area because it's like, I can understand gift cards and pro memberships and stuff, but pre-orders, that's like their bread and butter besides the used games. Like, that is what they make the most on.
So,
that's
guys,
shocking.
there has been 11
It's
votes.
worse than you think. Oh, go ahead.
One
Oh,
sec, guys.
oh,
there
I
have
know.
been 11 votes right now on which is the best console. Xbox, Xbox, PS5, or PC. And nobody has voted on the Xbox.
I say PlayStation.
Oh,
Because
fuck yeah.
that's what I'm more familiar with. And I also heard though Xbox is not really built for live streaming either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
No.
can tell.
No.
Yeah, I've tried to do Twitch streams directly from Xbox. It's not always that good. You got to really go through everything. There's not stuff that it's just not really built in very well like the PS4 is.
Yeah, like Raquel, Dalek, and Race by FPS will all tell you that the PlayStation 5 is designed to stream. It streams so fucking well.
It
But
does.
so-
Yeah.
So does the PS4 as well.
Yeah.
Yes. I
One
can
of the-
say. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. One of the. Yeah. One
Yeah,
of the.
go ahead.
I've only had. I haven't had my. I have a PlayStation 5, but I haven't had it very long, and I think I've only had it like a month or two now.
I had mine.
yeah, you had it just
Lucky.
after Hogwarts Legacy, I believe.
I got I got it for one of the reasons I got the console in the first place was so I could play Hogwarts Legacy early. So
Yeah.
Because there's no way because I just knew that I couldn't.
Sorry.
I knew there wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't be able to run. There's no way that I'd be able to run a game like that on my laptop. So I thought console's the best way to go. And one of the other reasons I specifically got the PS5 was so I could, because and this really annoyed me. The Xbox doesn't let you stream directly to YouTube. The PS5 does.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I
Yes.
hated
Yeah.
because if I wanted to play like GoldenEye, I had to put it on Twitch and export it to my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
So on that front, on that regard, I'd say the PlayStation is definitely better than the Xbox.
Yeah, I turn around and I literally found that the fucking the PlayStation when you start streaming, like it really it's like, do you want to stream to Twitch? Do you want to stream to this place? Do you want to
YouTube.
stream YouTube, anything like that? And I'm like, fuck yeah. But the only issue that I had with it, which we all had, which led to a few annoyances by people, and different things like that, is when you start streaming, you have to go into a separate window that no one tells you about to activate your microphone to be heard on the stream, and no one tells you about that.
Yeah. You gotta make sure it's check marked.
Yeah, which honestly is rather annoying, but I mean, once you get it sorted, it's all grand. Like when we were streaming with Raquel there playing Elder Scrolls, God, 10,000 years ago. At this stage, one of our friends who was on the PS4 at the time couldn't be heard on one stream but could be heard on the other, and we went for like nearly an entire stream without realizing that we couldn't be heard.
Yeah, there's a separate feature you turn on for party chat. Yeah, it's a very.
So I'm going to ask the audience, what was the audience's first console? Like, what were you guys? Because we have loads of different ages. Like, we have like the lovely Sherry, we have Laszlo, and someone who don't exist, Tony Nasser from Upside Down Land. So, what was everyone's here's first console? Come on, show your ages.
PS2.
PS2.
Mm-hmm.
When you say
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, PS2.
yeah, when you say console, do you mean like first big console or handheld or something? Or could it be anything at all? Anything
First
at
thing
all?
that you could play video games on.
First,
get me?
when you say the first,
Oh,
first,
then in that case, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, the first one that belonged to us, or just the first one we ever played on?
For either, like the first time you picked up a video game and went, "This is cool."
first-
Okay, so that was my cousin's NES, but my first one was
it
the
is-
Super Nintendo Slim.
Oh no,
it
wait.
is-
I remember it's GameCube. Yeah, or PS2. It was one of
Oh,
those.
it has been so many years since I had.
Hey,
Me
Coleco-
too,
hey,
yeah.
Coleco Vision.
It's been
Coleco
so.
Vision, yeah.
PlayStation
So-
2.
Yeah, it was definitely GameCube or PS2 for me
Then we
because it was
have-
around that time.
Xbox 360, and we have
The
another NES. And
NES is
the
great.
What's the play?
Atari
Atari
2600.
I got to experience
The first car.
the Atari 2600 with that little jack specific controller you plug into the outlet. And that's how you did it with the emulator thing like that. That's how I got to
Mhm.
play any
It's a
2600 games.
it's kind
Nice.
of it's kind of funny that like how I started playing video games. I can't remember exactly when I started playing video games. It was so long ago, but the first thing I actually probably the first console I ever played on was probably the PlayStation 1, but I never owned one, and the first one I owned was the slim down the what's called the Game Boy Pocket,
Oh
Yeah.
God, I remember that.
Yeah.
and then the first proper big console I owned was the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, Raze, what about you?
So I first my first experience with video games ever was my mom showed me Galaga, and
Oh my
that
god.
was the funnest shit ever. And then I was like, are there more video games? And then I learned of the PlayStation 2, and I was like, I want one. But I had the big beefcake VHS tape recorder, PlayStation 2
Yeah.
with the giant block that would be half the size of a fucking PS4 nowadays.
Yes.
I remember that.
And yeah, I started playing a bunch of games on that. One of them was Battlefront 2, Jak and Daxter. I played the entire Jak and Daxter chain.
So I'm going to say something that I'm pretty sure maybe
Oh, you guys kind of forgot about me though.
Oh, yeah, no, we
Go
we know
ahead.
that. Go, Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, my first console was the Nintendo 64.
Nice.
Got it Christmas 1997. We went outside, had a snowball fight with our mom. We brought inside, bundled up, and played nothing but Mario Kart and GoldenEye the whole day.
That's
That
Mhm.
sounds fucking awesome.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
sick.
Precious.
That is
precious
a beautiful
memories
memory,
right there.
sir.
Thank you.
My first video game experience was in a pub. God, that sounds sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man, yeah. Going to the arcade, going to an arcade. Yeah, there was also one near
Final
my house.
Fantasy 4.
I never been to an actual arcade before. My experience was pretty much this is gonna be so cheesy. Well, pun intended. Chuck E. Cheese.
That's an arcade, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would be described as an arcade.
yeah.
Hell.
And some of the
Games you
few
won
that are
tickets,
still around.
prizes.
Yeah, there are very few arcades left. I know there's an arcade called GameWorks in Las Vegas that I went to.
Okay, if y'all ever get the chance out in Fayetteville, Arkansas, there is an arcade that I've gone to a couple times. Boogie put it in one of his Francis videos, but anyway, it's called Arcadia Retrocade in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The owner is
Yes.
really freaking awesome. That place is so kick ass. You pay $5, you get in all day. Instead of putting quarters in, there
Hey,
are
Big Steve.
buttons. There are buttons on the side of the
Steve.
machine they've installed. It adds credits to it. It is so
Yeah.
kick-ass, and you can literally play all flipping day.
It's the exact same
Consoles
thing.
are made on PC. Okay, so
Yeah.
we got PC Master Race here. And graphics are...
I mean,
Yeah.
she's not wrong though, or they're not wrong.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, PC is
Yeah.
far superior, and plus mod support too.
I have to say, Blockbuster has
They just have a
good
much more
games
games.
as well, but they don't really have the old-fashioned arcade games though.
Yeah,
And I know
You
some
want to
people
know where
don't
has
like.
arcade games today.
oh
Weirdly
yeah,
enough.
you got those one-up arcades that you can sell at
Well, those are
Best Buy or
like
Walmart.
those are good, but
Yeah.
I know some people don't like well, the Dave and Buster's don't really use coins; they use cards.
Yeah, card
Mhm.
slider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with GameWorks. They have a card. I think I still have the card I got from GameWorks.
Incredible
Right.
Pizza's the same way.
I
Yeah,
went
hey,
to
Steve,
GameWorks
we
in
don't-
Sawgrass,
Steve-
Florida, when I was a
Steve,
kid.
we're all gamers here. You're
Whatever.
encouraged to speak your mind, whatever you want. Don't mind
Absolutely.
me.
Yeah.
Like we know it was all in jest. There was some laugh.
Yeah.
I do have one memorable experience while we're speaking about arcades. Does everybody know Star Wars Pod Racer or Star Wars Racer?
Yeah.
Now, listen,
I
I got
never-
into
I-
the
I-
arcade.
I was
wait,
literally
got
playing that the other day.
Yeah. I got into there was an arcade
that
where
the-
we have.
Is
There's
that
an
the Star-
arcade we
is
have.
that the no? Sorry to interrupt. Is that the Star Wars
Pod
racing game? Pod racing.
Pod- Yeah.
I remember playing that.
But
I remember
it
playing that
was,
N64.
Well, the thing is, our arcade here actually had an actual machine, and you could actually drive the
Yes,
pod racer.
I remember.
Yes,
It was the same color
Amazing.
as the one from Star Wars Episode 1. That Anakin
Anakin's,
was.
yeah, and you drive it. You actually drive the pod racer, and it's on the screen. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But and then there was the Batman one where you drive the Batmobile. They're both great. But
The Batman one is
Really,
freaking
Tony?
awesome.
yeah.
No, it's
Did y'all play the
no,
Fast and the Furious game like that?
Remember
Yes.
Star-
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
Yes.
yeah. Cruising
I
USA,
remember
all
it.
those old arcade.
Yeah, no.
racers.
One of the local WalMarts here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, they still have the Batmobile game, like in their little game
Really
room.
nice. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, you also have like. Here's a couple things I want to point out. Yeah, Bubba, what she said about like that whole thing, the Galloping Ghost Arcade in Brookville, Illinois, it has that same concept, but you guys pay $20 for admission to get into the Ghost Arcade. It's really cool. But the thing is, I think I also remember, but growing up, there were at least like two big arcades. There was one arcade that was like when I lived in Nashville.
hold up.
Sorry.
Breaking news. The UK's CMA has provisionally concluded that Microsoft's Activision Blizzard deal will not result in a substantial lessening of competition in console gaming services because Microsoft is unlikely to withhold Call of Duty from PlayStation.
Ooh. Interesting.
What I tell you, money talks.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, Dalek, there's a concern about like Microsoft is locking in a few different games, Bethesda, Call of Duty, different things like that, because
Call of Duty is the biggest
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm surprised people are still even raving about that franchise. It should have been put on ice years ago.
Well,
The
I mean,
newest one is
I've been
good though.
I was yeah, and I kind of get what you mean. I've been playing one of my favorite games I played was not the whole Call of Duty franchise, but I played the Modern Warfare branch of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The Gems.
I was particularly like Modern Warfare 2. I was obsessed with that game.
The Gem.
guys, do
God.
any of you
Modern
remember the
Warfare.
first lobbies like in like Modern Warfare and things like that? It's like that's when we
Mhm.
learned
Oh,
that
here
our
we go.
mothers had a very active sex life with like 12-year-olds online. Oh god, so many fucking
Yeah. You got that same crap with Halo 3 lobbies too. So this stuff ain't
The
special.
weirdest one that I ever heard is in GTA 5.
Oh, you hear? Oh, you
kill.
You
And
hear
then
it you hear it every other day. You hear little kids cursing like sailors and adults cursing at little kids. It's like seriously, I'm glad that now I could just go into a solo session and do all the stuff I normally do by just acquiring and selling cargo in the game.
Yeah, I was in a GTA public session, and I don't like to go to the public session that much because I swear every time I log in there, I am the first one to get killed. I don't know why.
That's usually because of me.
But
I know
yeah,
what
like
you
I
mean.
heard
I know
this,
what you mean, Raquel. Yeah.
I heard this dude. He was pretty much like, pretty much saying racist stuff. I'm like, oh damn, man. Okay. I'm gonna leave this room. Like, damn.
Yeah. There was
funny,
one where
you
there was one
mentioned-
where there was just a kid and a guy fighting the other day. So
Oh,
Most of the time,
Most of the
Yeah.
time-
you
most
know,
of the
you were
time-
talking about.
Sorry.
Hold on, guys. Let Alec talk.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go.
I just I've been wanting. This is something I've been wanting to say since you've been mentioned that Star Wars pod racing game. There was there was this. I think it was called. I remember this game. I didn't own it, but I did used to rent it a few times. When we got back where there was this rental shop I could go to. I could get DVDs. I could get games from almost almost every console. It's sadly it's gone now. But I used to go there a lot. Go there a lot, and one of the games I borrowed from it was actually this Star Wars themed racing game, but I can't remember exactly what it was called. But basically, it was like those racing little ships they had. I think it was in like
Are you talking about the bad Star Wars racing game where they had their heads pop out of the ships?
Yes.
Gungan Bombad Racing? Is that Bombad Racing or something?
Hold on. We have a question for the panel. Question: did someone mention on the panel Broken Bow, Oklahoma?
I don't think so.
No, Broken Arrow. Broken Bow's down near the Texas border. Broken Arrow's up by Tulsa. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, I just wanted to quickly tell you this. I actually the point I wanted to get to was you. One thing you could do was in this game is during each race you could actually you could either bash your racer into the other racers.
Mm-hmm.
You could do this like nitro boost thing that you can do, but if you do it for too long, it overheated. It started getting damaged, and then I had actually, and I had more fun in basically playing this game. I had more fun crashing and blowing up my racer than actually racing.
Well, let's be fun. Let's be honest. All of our best stories from like GTA or anything like that, it's like I was driving down the road. It's like, so I crashed. Oh my god, I got kicked off of GTA for a week. I received a week suspension on GTA because I was naughty.
What did you do?
I took a plane, crashed it into a large tower while screaming "Allahu Akbar."
Really? Oh, come on. All I've ever done is go on a massive rampage with the server and the damn insurgent or a tank.
That's great.
I took a plane. I took the cargo bob, and I flew over the city. Like, made sure that a load of people could look up and see me. Then I turned around, flew back down, put my mic on public, screamed top of my voice, "Allahu Akbar!" Boom! You have been removed from the session.
Oh boy!
I couldn't get back in for a week.
Yeah,
Poured it out like the Thanos snap.
I can see where Potato's coming from, because like he and I went to the airport in GTA, and so I'm being pretty good with the helicopter, and I was about to get into the helicopter, and he freaking blew it up.
Hey, it's not my fault the helicopter caught a slight case of the explosions.
Right.
I told you, don't get in that one, but you were getting in the wrong one.
Yeah,
Since when you can tell me which helicopter I can get into, Potato?
Since I had an RPG, that's how.
I'm not that great. I'm not great with the airplane just yet.
Yes, I know. The flaming wreck of my body is still burning on GTA.
I don't know why, but I somehow kamikaze the airplane on takeoff.
Final Fantasy VII. That is my favorite PS1 game.
Mine.
Sadly.
Oh, Monster Rancher.
Sadly,
really
I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I can answer how much I can answer that.
I
never.
Go ahead, Alec.
I'm not sure how well I can answer that because I never owned a PS1. Like I said, the first Sony console I ever had was the PlayStation 2. I know that could play PS1 games, but again, I never played that many. Actually, played that many PS1 games. I think I'd probably. But of the ones I remember playing, I'd probably say Spyro.
Spyro was kick-ass, but my favorite from the PS1 also came out on the N64, but it still counts as the Spider-Man game based off the animated series.
Oh, the original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Video game, and then Spider-Man Enter
Electro.
Yes.
Electro. Yep,
yes.
Those games.
I know what you're talking about. I still have them, to be honest.
I have the first one. I don't have Enter Electro.
Did anyone get forced to play that abomination, Superman, Nintendo 64?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
But I've
Hey,
seen it.
that-
I've seen it.
now-
I've seen it at
now-
thrift stores for like 1 cent.
So I have played it, but I felt like it was my obligation and duty to play it because I convinced my sister to get that for our cousin for Christmas when he got an N64.
Do you hate
For-
your cousin?
Oh no, but I didn't buy it for him. I convinced
so
another
he hates your
family
cousin.
member to
Okay.
buy. Oh man, this was great. That was hilarious.
Oh, well, now everybody in the chat, that's just the best game of all time. Come on now.
Hey,
That's-
that game is perfection incarnate compared to that Aquaman game.
BK Dan says, never even thought about touching, let alone playing on a Nintendo 64. Pokemon Snap, Nintendo 64.
Man,
Oh yeah,
the N64 rocked, man.
Never
it
owned
was
it.
great. Yeah.
Sad
Yeah,
to-
right, it
sad-
does.
I'm sad to say I never owned an N64.
Yeah.
Me either.
N64 is good.
Yeah, and it sucks. I'm never gonna be able to relive any amazing Nintendo memories because I'll never have them. I'll never get the money to buy a Switch. Damn it!
Well, I'm debating.
I do have a Switch.
I mean, I guess you could just bide your time and save your money.
That was my biggest.
I
think
did
that
save
was-
my money. I had
for
to
many- for
sacrifice
many
to get my
years-
car fixed.
For many years, that was the biggest reason for me to get any Nintendo console. It was the Pokemon games.
The exclusives, yeah.
Yeah, Dalek, I might want to talk to you later on in the year about that. Is that okay?
And took what Pokemon?
Love
No, the Switch, because I'm getting a Switch for like travel and things like that. But I'm debating which one to get.
Okay, sure.
Speaking of Pokemon, Ash Ketchum and Pikachu have made their last journey after 24 years.
And him prepared
Yep.
for being a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And Team Rocket broke up too.
Uh,
Crying. Please let me live.
Don't make me cry, okay?
I know, right? Raquel out here trying to make us both cry, Potato.
Yeah. You know, I know it's like I know it's not games for a second, but can you believe we're in an era where Pokemon and One Piece is ending? Like where you are in that era now of where these long shows are ending.
I know One Piece on its last arc, I think. So it's ending soon.
Soon, very soon, yeah.
So
I'm
is
sad
Demon
about that.
Slayer. This
Yep.
is the last.
Well, but Demon Slayer was, I mean, that was made to be finite. Like the Pokemon and One Piece, we thought were gonna go until we were all in our geriatrics.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm going to show you something.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Just get us back on topic.
I also have the original Harry Potter game as well.
Oh, yes.
Did any of you play this?
Oh, I loved playing. I loved playing the Harry Potter games, Raquel. Which ones did you have?
I have the first one.
I had Philosopher's Stone on PC, and I got Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban on PlayStation 2. And I think later on, I think I got a couple of the other ones on.
You want to see shit graphics? They actually released a Harry Potter game on fucking Game Boy Color.
No, and they called the PS1 the worst graphics for Harry Potter. Look at that.
I mean, if you look at the game graphics, back in the 90s,
I think
the early 2000s, and now there's I can't I still boggles my mind how
Dude, they stretched 8 bits into 12 and a half bits. That ain't even 16 bits, man. That's like 12 and a half bits, man.
I recently found this out that the ridiculous the number of versions of the same game they released for different consoles is ridiculous. I mean, especially the first game, the first Philosopher's Stone.
Like, guys, compared to Legacy, like
look at the gaming graphics back in the day. I remember these graphics, and just seeing how far we come.
Bro,
Yep.
look
To this point, it's just
From
amazing.
this
Hey,
to this.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
now you got to admit though, the first really good Harry Potter game was Order of the Phoenix.
Yes.
That
I
game
beg
rocked
to-
hard, man.
I beg to differ.
I played it on the
My-
Wii. It was pretty lit.
Hey, Favre. Good
My-
to see
my
you,
Hey,
favorite-
buddy.
Harv.
I beg
Hey,
to
it's
differ.
Favre.
My before Hogwarts Legacy, my favorite Harry Potter game was Chamber of Secrets.
Guys,
I'm
10-minute warning.
It was
lads.
all right. Yeah,
10-minute
Chamber of Secrets was
warning.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. 5-minute warning, and then we're going to start shilling, okay? But remember, there's a part 2 stream next week. So we're going to be continuing this on.
Sounds
So,
good.
please continues. So here's a question for you. What's your most hated game? What's the game that if someone said, let's play this, it's like, why are you insulting me?
What?
Oh,
That's a I need to think about question right there. That's what I need to
Fortnite.
You're asking.
Fortnite. It's
Sorry,
Fortnite.
Rabbit.
dying
Yeah.
of no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's the game that you hate so much that if someone suggested playing it to you, you're like, why are you insulting me?
You're asking.
Oh.
Why are you
Ow.
in my face?
Oh, I don't want to do it.
Oh man.
It's for me. It'd be Fortnite or any of the new.
Favre, we love your unpopular opinions.
Yeah, Favre, I love your unpopular opinions. Don't lie.
Favre, drop your links in the chat, buddy.
I need to. This is a hard question.
One of
Hmm.
mine is the game that I genuinely fucking hate is Ape Escape.
I never played it. I can understand.
Yeah,
Having to-
I
having to
played
catch-
Ape Escape.
Having to catch those little things.
Actually, nah. I already know what it is. Call of Duty Infinite Welfare.
Call of Duty.
Bruh. I swear to God, I will never touch that game a day in my life. You can.
Yeah,
can,
you know your franchise has nowhere else to go when you go to freaking space.
bruh.
Fucking Dishonored. No. Oh god, there's a PS3 game.
They doubled down on the loot crate pay to win.
Haze. Fucking Haze. PS3.
I'm pretty sure everybody hates that game.
Oh, the PS4 version of Haze that everyone hates is Anthem.
Yeah, we already know that.
I kind of
But
skipped.
EA was late to the party on that one.
So
I
are
kinda-
y'all
I kinda
are y'all ready
skipped
to yell at me?
generation when it- I kind
Hey,
of skipped the
listen, as long as you don't say
Sorry.
as long as
Hold
you
on.
don't hurtful, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Y'all ready to yell? You say that, but what I'm about to say is probably gonna hurt a lot of people.
Say it.
I
Do it,
detest.
do it.
Yeah, I detest RuneScape.
Understand. I understand.
Okay. But
Like
Dalek,
every
you were saying-
version.
Yeah.
I
No,
just wanted to say I kind of skipped a generation when it came to Sony. I never owned a PlayStation 3. I just kind of skipped because after the
I went from
PS2
PS2 to 360.
after the PS2 I went for the Xbox 360 and
Yeah.
and then for a long time that was about
Yeah,
it except for going for the handheld
I-
consoles.
I love
No,
you
And
people.
then, but then eventually I decided to switch back to Sony, and I got my PS4.
I'm going to make a statement, and Raquel's going to start crying and block me and never talk to me again.
That's not true.
Okay? I can't stand any of the Dragon Ball games.
Any
Okay.
of them?
Oh,
Any of them?
Any of them.
Like-
Now, come on, Potato. Even I
Hey,
can.
it's all right, Rabbit.
Dude,
I'm not fussed about that. I can't stand Dragon Ball
D-
in
d-
general.
Revan Dialect, a person who I used to know who's a complete tool now. If you said to his face, he'd be insulted and probably turn into a wild animal and want to bite and want to be biting at you, saying, "How dare you say Dragon Ball is not a good game?"
hey, Potato Ribbon, do you play old school Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, of course.
Like
I played all
top down,
of them.
if you ever get a chance to play Legacy of Goku 2 and Boost Fury on the Game Boy Advance, those games, they're nice top down beat 'em up. I think you'd like those.
I have to say, my game I did not enjoy. When I was at my cousin's house, I was playing this on the GameCube. It was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I didn't really like that game.
Well, in fairness, Sonic the Hedgehog really did start going down once it hit the GameCube. really like Sonic the Hedgehog games nowadays are a bit of a joke.
And you were
Yeah.
I don't know. I
can't
kind of
say
like the
anything
Sonic the
because, look,
Hedgehog with Shadow in it for the GameCube. I forget what it was called.
One of the things.
well, I
for those
know
of
you
you
have Sonic
I
Heroes
like
and
Sonic,
people don't
but
like Sonic Riders.
True.
Sonic what?
I kind of I've always kind of liked Sonic to an extent, but I think I've always preferred. I'm a Super Mario guy more. You know, I love Mario.
Farva can't agree with you more. I fucking hate Fortnite. But guys, talking about things like mods. I have seen people modding Skyrim, and I've seen them modding the Sonic games to add in Sonic 2.
Was?
Oh yeah. No, I'm still trying to think about your question. It's got me in a conundrum.
Potato, have you seen the mod for Hogwarts Legacy where it turns like the characters into different characters, and the one where it's like Mario and Sonic riding in the carriage with you and you're flying through the sky in the stars?
Yeah, but
I saw
Sonic
one.
Heroes.
I
Hold
saw
on.
one that had Shrek in it.
Oh,
one of my
God.
funniest mods that I've ever seen was the fucking Skyrim where they turned all the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engines.
That's funny. I heard about that.
And if the dragons don't roar, they do the Thomas the Tank Engine theme tune.
Come on. Sorry.
Hold on. 1 sec now.
I think I need to do the predictable answer, and or maybe I might do a rage answer. I got two games that I don't really like that much. One might anger people. One people will understand. I'm gonna do the one people will understand first. Last of Us Part 2. It is literally the one game I was just like angry all the way throughout. Once something happens.
I haven't
then
played Last of
I'm
Us.
sorry. Last of Us is the most overrated game I've ever seen. I've never played it. I don't really care to play it because.
But there is one more I don't like that's also a PlayStation exclusive. I couldn't get into it. I'm gonna try and play it again. I can't.
Yeah.
I hated Horizon Zero Dawn when I first played it. I hate.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
I
okay.
hate-
I personally love that game.
I
Just
thought the
this.
gameplay. I thought the game. I got the disc and I got the digital version as well. But I played it. I thought the gameplay was too clunky. I thought it was very hard to get into, and I tried to replay it again, and I'm going to play
hold on.
through it
We're
all.
going to finish up this week's stream
yeah.
on at the end of Bounty's point, and then we're going to start chilling. Is that okay?
Yeah. All I was saying about Horizon is it felt too clunky and too long for what it was trying to do. The controls just did not feel right. But even with the bow, I didn't like the bow much either. I got to about the middle point, and I was just like, I gave up because it's just like it just felt boring, clunky, and repetitive.
Okay.
Yeah,
it starts.
But that's a little controversial.
So, guys, we're going to leave off on part 1 this week, and we're going to come back for part 2 next week with 2 extra guests, hopefully. Right? So, Raised by FPS as our guest. Do you want to shield yourself out first?
No, you can let regulars go first.
Okay. Wait, we got regulars? Oh, dear God. Raquel, you want to go, and then we'll go Raquel, Jet Spark, and we'll go in order like that.
That sounds good. Raquel, SSG2211. On my main channel, I do hangouts and painting hangouts. You can hang with me and do art and stuff like that. Also on my gaming channel, I play games like Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, stuff like that. And I know I have been really lax on those 2 channels lately. I plan to get back on the saddle, so stay tuned.
Yeah. Sorry, Chat. Give me 1 second. Now, Farvitian Guard is one of our regulars. He does gaming and things like that. This is his YouTube channel. Go check him out. And he has also wrote a book. So guys, if you like nerd stuff, like fantasy lore, things like that, go check out Farv's books. Jet, you want to show yourself?
Yes, you can find me at JetSparks373. I'm on multiple platforms. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, also on Twitch, and of course you're on YouTube. And recently I've been playing through the Mass Effect series for a series I have called We'll Play It Live. And I've just completed 2, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna start, but I think I'll be starting 3 in the next week or so. And also April 1st, I'll be going to C2E2 in Chicago. So I might be vlogging. that. So if you happen to bump into me, come talk to me. We'll hang out.
Oh, you hadn't seen the article where they canceled that?
Wait, they canceled C2E2? Really?
Happy early April Fools, man.
Oh. Oh, you got me.
Bounty, you want to show yourself just while I grab a link? And then we go over to Dalek after you.
If whoever wants to go is fine. I don't mind.
Oh no, it's just I need to grab a link, so it'll just save me time. Like you go if we go this direction, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, yeah, just Bounty Hunter Network for now until I make something else. But I've been doing recently. I've been doing some PS5 streaming, and I played through Lego Jurassic World, all of it. You can go watch that as well. I streamed for 7 hours and played the full game of The Wolf Among Us, which is an amazing game. You should check it out. And now I am live streaming Marvel's Spider-Man and Miles Morales. So, and also there's a new poll up on my channel on the community tab for you to choose what the next game is. So yeah, have some fun with that.
Nice.
But just Bounty Hunter Network on YouTube. And my profile picture is not this one. It is the one that showed up in chat earlier. It's just like a Lego minifigure, but yeah. But yeah, just been doing some game streaming recently, and I also cover toys and Legos, collectibles, stuff like that. So if you enjoy games or collectibles, come on over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dalek, you want to show your ass?
This even have one.
That's a nice way of putting it. Thank you, Revan.
You're very welcome.
Well, I do have a anyway. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel as Dalek451. I do live streams where you can all come onto the panel. We can talk about pretty much whatever about pop culture. I enjoy. I usually if you got questions for me about Doctor Who, do come over there and please go up to my channel and please, and if you come on my stream, you can ask me about it. More recently I started doing gaming streams, like like I said earlier, like since I got my PS5, I've been streaming Hogwarts Legacy, and before that I was streaming and I streamed another game which I really love called Inscription. So please go check out those playthroughs. And I've got other stuff, and I've got other stuff I'd like to do on the channel. I've got I'd like to try and do a regular weekly show, which I've like, and I was even recently given the idea that I might start doing watch parties. So if anyone's interested in that, so yeah, please go sub to my channel, Dalek451.
Nice. Hey, Race, what tell us about yourself? This is your Twitch.
All right. Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Raised by PS. I play a bunch of different games over on Twitch. Everything from like Lego Star Wars to Destiny to Horizon Zero Dawn, just pretty much anything that I get my hands on. And really, I just am over there trying to spread as much peace, love, and positivity as we can out there. I want to be the change I want to see in the world, and I just want to see more love.
Fantastic, man. Hey, fuckface, Bubba.
Yes. Oh wait, it's my turn.
Fuck you.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, no, you can follow me over on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm barely ever on Facebook, but I am Geek Hero Bubba just about everywhere you can possibly find me, which is basically here and on Twitter. But anyway, thank you all for not defending RuneScape. I hate that game. I had way too many people when I was a kid ruin that whole thing, and it was not a good game to begin with. So I love you people. I really do. I mean that from the
It's
bottom
an
of my
acquired
spleen.
game.
And
But-
people who play Fortnite are all cringe too.
And Jet Sparks, if they actually, you said April 1st, I saw an opportunity, but if they actually do cancel it, do not blame me, sir. I did not have anything to do with that.
It's not gonna happen. I just hope I get a chance to run into TMT Phil so I can probably punch him in the gut, which is
Don't punch anybody in the gut, man. Just go have fun. But
Just
anyway,
punch him in the
Yeah.
dick with your car.
Anyway, next week.
I'll be sure to do that.
Benevolent dictator. Next week we need to talk about our favorite games because I got some stuff ready. Anyway, all of y'all have a good one. I will see y'all next week.
Yeah,
This is always great.
Yeah, and I got to thank absolutely everyone for coming. All the audience. I couldn't do any of this without you. Jet Sparks, Raquel, Bounty Hunter, Dalek, Raised, Bubba, all of you. Fuck all of y'all. No, seriously. Thanks for coming. Farv, thank you. I know that you were here in spirit. As well, I'd like to thank John DeMarco, the lovely Sherry,
Tony,
BK
Big
Dan,
Steve.
Yep, Big Steve. I'd like to thank all of you guys. Laszlo, fantastic to always see you here. Sorry. So, I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and anyone who watches this, have a good night. God bless, and remember,